Guys, top 3 DMs in the world, you can never leave Thomas Partey out. Today, he scored a banger. In fact, I see that as his trademark goal anytime he scores for Arsenal. Today, Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. We never expected a player in the caliber of Thomas Partey to be scoring because normally he's either being used as a right back or a DM. He did not start the game, but then when he was given the nod in the second half, he scored a brilliant goal for Arsenal and it's becoming the top of town. And as I said, if you are talking about the top DMs in the world, in Africa, in the English Premier League, you can never leave the name Thomas Partey out because now he's making a stick to that claim. The argument would always include the name Thomas Partey. You are watching Sports Corner GH. My name is Adam. In today's video, I want to talk about 2 games, Chelsea versus Leicester City and also Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. But before I jump into it, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. Quickly, let's jump into it. Today, Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. Before the international break, these 2 teams were on different paths. Nottingham Forest were doing so well. They were winning games. They were beating your favorite teams. They were doing so well. In fact, people were surprised to see them in top 4. People were like, when did Nottingham Forest get to top 4? On the other hand, Arsenal, they were having a very bad run, both in the UCL and also in the English Premier League. They were losing games, they were drawing. People did not understand what was going on. People were blaming Arteta for not giving the players the right mentality. Even people were calling Arsenal and Arteta their whole plan as a failure because they were not getting things right. So on paper, or even before the international break, you would all agree that Nottingham Forest would be giving Arsenal a tough time in this game. But that is not the case today. After the international break, it looks very different. Arsenal played very well today. They looked well, motivated, more organized, more coordinated. They came with a game plan. I believe they had watched how Nottingham Forest operates, and today they did everything right. But then the talking point of today's game is Thomas Partey and the goal he scored. So far this season, Thomas Partey has scored 2 goals for Arsenal. And trust me, he has scored more goals than he has scored last season. The entire of last season, he did not score any goal. So far, 12 games in the English Premier League, Thomas Partey has scored 3 goals. So I want to believe that he's getting a very good season this particular, in this particular season with Arsenal. Last season, it was injury upon injury, but this season, things are going well for Arsenal and also for Thomas Partey. But then the good thing is that the kind of goals he scores, every time you see Thomas Partey scores a goal, it's always outside the box and they're always bangers. Today, he scored one of those goals. Due to copyright reasons, I can't bring you the goal. You can check, the description or the comment for a link to that particular goal. But then the goal is becoming the talk of town. People are talking about the goal, how brilliant and beautiful the goal is. And the arguments has started rising. Who is the best DM in the English Premier League in the world? Is it Rodri? Is it Thomas Partey? Who is it? Even to the extent that people are comparing Thomas Partey to the legend Michael Essien. I mean, guys, let me know what you think. Because to me, I believe that Thomas Partey is one of the best DMs in the world, in the English Premier League, even in Africa here. He's untouchable. That is the truth. And today, he has reminded us all of who he is, the caliber of player he is. Thomas Partey reminded all of us that, see, when it comes to this DM and playing midfield, no one comes close to me. He just did it so effortlessly. And it is nice. And me being a Ghanaian, I'm happy to see Thomas Partey play in this particular manner, get all the accolades for all his performances and everything. On the other hand, some Ghanaians did not like the fact that he scored a goal because in the past 2 gatherings of the Ghana national team, the Black Stars, Thomas Partey has not shown, even though he's the captain of the Black Stars. And when we needed him the most, he wasn't around. People did not like that fact. Because of that, people were not happy with the fact that he scored the goal. People feel like he should not get things going on right for him. But then that is a different argument altogether. Thomas Partey is doing well for club side. It's true we miss him in the national team, but then we can't ignore what he's doing at club side. He's doing marvelous work with Arsenal. And I believe with this particular win, Arsenal can go on to get a very good winning streak because, I mean, it was bad before the international break. They need to get a hold on things before it gets dire, because if they really want to compete for the title against Man City, against Liverpool, they really need to start winning games. And today alone, is a stepping stone for us now. So, guys, that is my own take on that. Let's move on from that and talk about Leicester City versus Chelsea. Chelsea won that game by 2 goals to 1. Chelsea winning that game comes as no surprise to me because Chelsea are a very good side this season under coach Enzo Maresca. Almost all their players are firing, they're all scoring goals, and even Nicholas Jackson scoring a goal. I mean, everyone is talking about it. But what surprised me was that Jordan Ayew, who scored a very brilliant free kick during the international break, returned back to club side and scored a penalty. If there is one thing everyone knows about Jordan Ayew, is the fact that he does not miss penalties. I don't think he has missed the penalty in his career before. And if you want to put your life on the line for any player to play a penalty, it is Jordan Ayew any day, anytime. So in the dying minutes of that game, Leicester City had a penalty opportunity. And guess who? Jordan Ayew was in there to take the responsibility and play that penalty, and he scored. So the end of the game, the scoreline was 2-1. But people are talking about Jordan Ayew and what he's doing in the EPL. So far, 40 goals. 40 goals for Jordan Ayew. I mean, he's the highest goal-scoring Ghanaian player to ever play in the English Premier League. And this is an accolade that we don't want to sleep on. This is a player that he's doing his best. He's showing you that he has the experience to play in the EPL. He did not start the game, but then coming in the second half, I mean, he is really, really showing why he is the best signing for Leicester City this season. Jordan Ayew, he's a great player. You can't take that away from him. He is aging, but then he's aging like fine wine. Looking at the free kick he scored during the international break, looking at the fact that he converted a penalty when Leicester City needed it the most. I mean, this is what we want to be saying. This is what we want to be, hearing about our Ghanaian players. Today, I mean, they made us proud in the English Premier League. I'm not going to lie. I enjoyed every single bit of it, watching Ghanaian players play and do very well for their club side. Thomas Partey with Arsenal, Jordan Ayew with Leicester City. Even though Leicester City did not win that game, we all know Chelsea are currently on form now. But then, guys, besides the fact these players are good, the problem with the Black Stars, I want to conclude very short, is that it is not the problem. It's not the players. The players are not the problem. The problem stems from the leaders and then boils down to the coaches before it even reaches the players, because now we all see these players do so well for their club side. They perform very well, they score goals, they give assists. And you ask yourself, why can't they replicate that in the Black Stars? The answer is very simple. Structures, the plan, the leaders, the coaches, they don't know how to use these players to bring out the best out of them. But at club level, they have been able to figure that out. We just need to figure ours out from our end. And I believe everything would be all right. So guys, this is where I end today's video. My name is Adam. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go vibe.